Hey everybody, welcome back to Endzone. It's raining, an uncontaminated rain. It's rare. It's really rare that we get uncontaminated rain anymore. We're at season 151, almost 152, and you'll notice we lost a few people. Okay, we lost a few people. All right, and it's because we had this huge boom in population, and now like everybody's dying of old age. So much old age. This has all happened. I lost 30 people in the last 3 seasons. It's just bam, 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 bam. That's like, okay. Well, that'll help us on our food problem. Because we had a food problem again. We were kind of getting close there, and then everybody just died of old age before they could starve us out. So, good timing, I guess. It's a silver lining and double-edged sword, whatever you want to call it, right? Okay, so I've added a few things. Let me just walk you through it. So I got a warehouse on this side now, and I've added another fishing hut because it was sort of my, really cheap and quick attempt to get some extra food. So added another warehouse here. I've also got a new farming op going on over here. I've added a campfire because there's so many people unhappy. One complaint, the pub, this place, you would think it'd be a place that's great. But this place is useless unless you find seeds. And that's unfortunate. They need to do something about that. At least guaranteed start me with hemp as a seed. Because this building is completely worthless unless we find a seed. You need wheat or you need these, actually, maybe the hard liquor is the berries there. Are these things that are gathered? You know what, let's try this. I wonder if this is stuff that's gathered. Like gathered berries, right? I might be wrong on that. This whole time! And now I'm realizing how wrong I am live. Yeah, right here, berries. Okay, so we can just use the berries and see if they get happy with that. So I'm gonna go, we have good medication, but we still have sick people. We're starting to get behind on radiation protection stuff too. Because I can definitely confirm to you now that when people die, we lose their gear. It is so stupid. I actually watched a person die, right? I was right here, I was doing my thing. He was walking around in a radiation suit, old man, walking around in a radiation suit. He falls dead while he's selected. I wasn't recording it. I'm just like trying to fiddle with things, get ready to record. Falls dead while I'm watching him. His clothing is about here, halfway, but he falls dead and we don't get that back. And that's stupid. So fix that, devs. I know you want to make a hard game, but don't do it at the sacrifice of believability, man. There's no way we're burying him with a radiation suit. No way. You can't convince me otherwise. There's just zero logic to that. Unless he died from being impaled or, the suit's ruined. But he died of old age. Take the suit, give it to someone else who needs it. Put it in storage. You can wash it if you want to. I recommend that, actually. But it's still useful, okay? That's what I'm saying. Okay, so yeah, new grow up happening over here. We got some more orchards. Orchards are really powerful. And the peach seed that we got before, this is gonna give us a lot of food. The trade-off is that it takes about 5 seasons for these things to actually grow. But once they grow, they generate a lot of food every season. And so you want to have lots and lots of farmers, if you can, on these orchards. And that's what I've been trying to do. Been trying to keep up with the farming population. I think I only need about 31. I think. No, it's more than that. It's 33, actually. Okay, because I added a few, I guess. Okay, so 33 is what we need. And we can leave it there. If one of the farmers dies, one of the settlers will go in and take their place. As long as you have spare settlers, they'll replace the people who are dying. And that's kind of how that logistically works. So we are no longer rapidly putting out masks, apparently. 4 of them going out here. Every single tailor should be at maximum capacity, and they should all be kicking out carb activated masks. It's the best bang for your buck, to be honest. The masks are super good. Honestly, we could just bang out a whole bunch of neck scarves if you wanted to, because we have tons of cloth. Just to give people something, right? I could say, hey, why don't you create something different? You know, why don't we have, I don't know, one of these. That's a workshop. Why don't we have you start working on neck scarves once you're done with this? See? Transferring resources. Why don't we just get you to do neck scarves instead? So we'll have some masks and some scarves. But there's been a lot of situations now where we have the whole map covered in yellow. And that's what I've been trying to avoid. I've been trying to avoid situations where anyone would get sick ever. I'm trying to get these sick settlers healthy again. And that was one of my main reasons why I just decided, you know what, why don't we just do nothing but tier 2? And because we have the coal. We have the coal, we have the cloth. We have lots of plastic now, too. We could just do radiation suits. But our population kind of grows a bit, so I need more tailors if I'm going to do radiation suits, just so I can keep pace with growth. Okay, what do I want to do in this video? We're getting near the end of this series, guys. I know that may make some people sad, but, I mean, we're getting near the end of it. We're just kind of expanding and doing the same thing over and over again. We had over 200 population for a bit until the old age boom of season 150, I guess. 148 to 150, that was brutal. Very brutal season. We lost a lot. Lost a lot of people just because of nature calls, you know? When death comes a knocking, it's your time, you know? I'm sorry, it's just your time. We have 20,000 water. I don't need this many well keepers, honestly. We can probably... I don't really think I need more scrap collection. Like, I mean, we're gonna run out of scrap eventually, so okay, but we're not really using a bunch. What I think I really need more of, honestly, is just everything that generates food, gatherers and stuff, right? We have 38 spare tools, so we're definitely producing a surplus of tools now. So we also bury people with their tools as well. It's really dumb. There's no reason to bury people with their tools. You don't do that. You just don't. Just quit it. All right, game? Quit it. Let's, I was wondering if I need any more water catchers, but really I think it's less about the well keepers and more about the carriers. So the carriers are really important because they're not just going and getting water on the docks, right? That's not really their main task. You know, this is like the last resort that they'll do. But the main reason that carriers are important in the late game is because you'll get these rainwater collectors and they have thousands of water in them, but they're full. This is waste. This structure is a waste right now. It is doing nothing for us. It's storing 100 water. It's basically a glorified and very expensive storage bin. We don't want that. So the water carriers take it out of here and bring it to the water tower where it can be filtered. So that's what they're doing. So as they move it out of this, it just keeps collecting. So you want to have a lot of water carriers. And the wells, like, they're really good too, especially when they're powered and stuff. But when you're dealing with 20k water and storage, it's not that vital, right? All right, so I think let's take people off of fishing real quick. I'm gonna go one more water carrier again, just to like get them going. And then with the health issues being the way they are, I need another medic. Let's go down to a single builder too. What I wanted to do in this video, like I said, we're getting close to the end here, is I wanted to visit the Endzone, right? I keep saying I want to do this and never do it. So let's go and do it. Configure the expedition. Hopefully, we didn't just wipe out and lose everyone with badges. I hope. So, we need people who are educated. This one has a gatherer badge as well, so that'll be good for us. Although they are currently 6, so that's not good for us. Susanna, you're up. We need people with other badges too. Michael he's sick, but he has this badge, so we're gonna take him. Man, my throat is, it's time for the voice to go away, I think, yeah. I don't have anyone, oh yeah, I do, Irene. Irene's got it, okay. And then I just need to give them metal tools. Doesn't seem like they need any additional radiation. I don't know what kind of tasks we're gonna see here, so I wanna have all my options open. And so for that reason, we're gonna take as many as we can. We're gonna take 10 action rations worth because I don't know what's in the end zone. So, and I also don't know what it does. Might delay the start of the expedition if he is currently being treated in a medical facility. That's fine. Okay, so we're gonna go to the end zone now, and the sick person's hopefully gonna get treated before we take off. We do have medicine. It's just about whether or not they can get in there and get themselves treated in time, right? We have an extra herbal hut doing things here, so that gives us a bunch of herbs on this side. And then this side over here, we still have the one herbal hut. This is gathering, which is not a whole lot to gather anymore, is there? The foresters, they kind of destroy your gathering, don't they? Let's do that. The herbal hut is going all the way over here now, which is, I guess, kind of good. I mean, is it better to go this way? There's a road this way. There's a road this way too, though, so I don't know. It's all the same. But we are getting people treated. It's just about whether or not, like, how long does it take for them to actually get better, you know? And, yeah, so once this expedition's done and we go to this end zone... Oh, we lost a farmer. Interesting. There we go. Once we go to this end zone, we see what it is. I feel like that's kind of getting to be, like, done, you know? I mean, we went to the really big structures. We went to the really big expeditions, right? We went to... I mean, yeah, we've got these. We could get the seed here. We could start the pub that way. We got the greenhouse there. Okay, fine. We went to the nuclear power plant. I've gone here twice now. So I sent another expedition just to get more of these supplies and bring them back. But, like, that's with 6 people and, like, I just sent them all out there, right? And you don't need to send them with any of this stuff. You just need 6 people to go there, grab the stuff, and come back. You don't have to actually... search the place. We could go back in there, but it's at this point now where it's like, man, like, how long do I really want to do this if it's the same thing over and over again? You know, I like to progress. We need to progress and we need new things constantly. At least that's what I do. I need that. So 213 and 212 electronics are back in here. By my math and how much I was able to haul back in the second trip, it would take me 12 trips with 6 people to get all this stuff. It's just like, I feel like they need a higher carrying capacity, all right? We need a way, like, I don't know, give us an expedition on the map that has, like, actually, like that old truck. That old truck. Huh. Hey. I didn't test it out, but that old truck, if we had... What if it started up? If it started up, could we have used it to haul all that stuff back here? That's an idea, dev team. Maybe along the course of an expedition, we could find a truck, and that truck maybe starts up. I doubt it. I mean, it's been 100 years sitting up here, right? Degrading, nuclear holocaust. So, like, it's not likely that a vehicle would start, to be honest. But at least give us something, right? Give us something that can help us carry large quantities of stuff from an expedition site. Because, again, from a realism perspective, yeah, you probably want to walk all the way over there, and then you have to get it, walk all the way back, and you'd only have what your hands can carry and your backpack can carry. But from a gameplay perspective, boo! That's all I gotta say, all right? From a gameplay perspective, boo! Okay? There, I said my piece. Can I have a pub keeper, please? So pub keeper is gonna hopefully get the grapes, or the stuff, yeah, he'll output hard liquor. Yeah. And then, hopefully that starts making people happy, because their needs are crap, you know? It's the settler, has no grave. That's what it is. Oh, it's graves. I mean, we can fix it. We'll give him alcohol to deal with it. But we're gonna fix it. We need a bigger cemetery. We need another cemetery. How about over here? We could get another cemetery built in over here. I got space, man. We got lots of space. All right. When we're not dealing with our orchards, we got lots of space. How about over here? Right here. I feel like that's opportune. Like, that's still like water area space, right? So maybe over here instead. Yeah, how about right there? We got another cemetery going in. I think I only have a single builder now. Yeah. Also, do I need 33 farms? I do. So I am hoping to maintain a population of 33 farmers so that we can keep this up. But basically what's happening is farmers are dying a lot. There's always farmers dying, and it's sucking down the supply. And now we're starting to lose water a little bit too. We were up to 20K and now we're not. The good news is people aren't sick very much anymore. We don't need nearly as many medics. So we can take people off of medic, put one per hospital now, and put one on gathering, one on farming, leave the one spare settler in case another farmer dies. And then we just need all this stuff cleared out, and we can have this cemetery working again. And we finally get some of our dead taken care of. Look at this, 3 people with no protective clothing. Look at this. We got three in stock, all right? There's 3 spares. Go get it. I do think the stuff wears out too quick in this game, but that's just me. I've never actually lived in, post-apocalyptic world before, so I don't actually have evidence that stuff wouldn't wear out really quickly. Also, I think this might be bugged. This contaminated settlers has been stuck at 2 for, I don't know, like 20 seasons or some shit. Like, it's been just stuck at 2. Despite the land being like this. Like, I don't know where these 2 settlers are or what they're doing on a daily basis. But, like, I mean, you're a farmer. High level of radiation lets settlers' health dwindle away. In addition, settlers become infertile or die from high levels of radiation. You have protective clothing. You're also very unhappy. Spent a major part of his life irradiantly, yeah. I wonder what advantage this might have. You know? Like if there's an advantage to that badge. Or if it's just like a, something they put in the game for funsies kind of thing. Let's make sure we get at least one person on this scrapyard. And yeah, how's our expedition going? This is what I spend my time doing, basically. Keep the colony alive and then just wait for expeditions, pretty much. Okay. Made it out of the drought okay, no problems here. We got the expedition station, and we got these people. They're being gathered. They're getting ready to go. There's only 3 people. I don't know if there's going to be a whole lot of stuff to, like, really pull out of the end zone. It doesn't seem like it's as extravagant of a mission as the nuclear power plant is, but it's also very close. So if we need to go back, it's not going to take that long to get there. So these guys are gathering up. Take a look at the condition of the colony. We've got 3 people that don't have protection now, and it's because we ran out of cloth. I pulled people off of refining so we could get other things done with food and stuff, and well, we whipped through that entire supply of cloth. So we need to work on that a little bit more. I think everybody's making masks, right? No scarves. Yes. Okay. So the charcoal burning is also going to be an issue. So we need to address some of our shortcomings. We're okay with the food. I think the food is growing, and since we just got out of the drought, it's a good chance that food supply just continues to grow, at least from this point. I might be wrong on that. We'll see. But what I think I need to do, I need one more refinery. We got 421 scrap. That's pretty good. We're going to need more people burning charcoal. So let's do that. We'll take 1 off of water carry and just leave that spare settler in case there's a job that goes down. We got a scout there, hopefully preparing everything. There they go. They are traveling to the end zone. Here they go, with apparently no protective gear at all. That makes 0 sense, but I guess that's the way it is. Look at this guy. Very old adult. Old adult, very old adult. Look at this guy. Legs of steel. He's been a scout for 4 seasons. Nice. Then he's got the he was an irrigator for 4 seasons. He was a medic for 4 seasons. He's been an explorer for 4 seasons. He's a veteran. He's gone on these expeditions before, you know. And they're all like, hey, we need someone who's done this before. I'll go. Yeah. Anyway, off they go to the Endzone. I want to see what's inside this. I sent 3 people. Why are there only 2? It keeps doing that. It shows me less people than I actually sent. There are clearly 3 people on their way there. So I'm not entirely sure what's going on with that. They also have to do like an action that looks like building when they get here. At least it seems like they do. Yeah, they're gonna wait around in the Endzone here. Just gonna wait around. But this person's, I guess, not building, but... Oh, interesting. So they're gonna go through this door instead of going through the big giant hatch on the ground. All right. Well, we'll let them do their thing, and when the thing alerts me at the top, then we'll look at addressing that. In the meantime, we have a shortage on meds, and we have 39 people in poor health. So, like, I thought I didn't need medics. Now, apparently, I do need medics. We'll pull people off of... Let's pull one off water carry. Let's get one more builder, and then one more on herbs. All right, you know what? I need the gathering now more than ever, kind of, because the bar is using it, which is also eating into our food supply, right? But it's hard liquor. It also stores water, too. But it's hard liquor, you guys. Also, it's not connected to power? It's not? Are you sure? There's a power pole right here. Is that not close enough to power this building? You gotta be kidding me. It's right there. Oh, come on. I don't think it is. That's pretty absurd if it's not. No, it totally is. It's totally close enough. So what's going on with this pole? Are these poles not connected? That one is. This one is. And this one's in range. So, I mean, what gives? All right, look, here's my rationale behind this. All right. This pole right there is close enough to connect to the pole. The building right here isn't. Where do you connect that? Where's your connection point? Like, a lot of these buildings have these little connection points, right? I don't see the connection point anywhere. Huh. Maybe they don't connect. I mean, if it don't connect, they would say it. This building is not hooked up, is what it says. Let's try this. We'll put a pole right here. And see, now it's hooking it up. So it hooks up out back. So it hooks up out back, I guess. We'll pop that pole right there. That'll connect it to power. All right. Let's see what else. We got this new solar collector going down because we have a power deficit. I put an extra battery in, by the way, too. We're actually out of power now, so until we get the power surplus during the day, at least we should get a surplus during the day. Water supply is going way down now. And that's got a lot to do with us not maintaining our wells. So let's get into the well. We'll pull you off of... Let's pull people off of hunting. We need to maintain the wells, too. Especially when there's no rain this season. The wells are going to become even more important. 46 people not healthy. Weird, man. I got like, what, 4 herbalist huts? I got like 4 or 5 herbalist huts. I guess I'm only half staffing them, though. I mean, having a hard time keeping up with other supplies with all the attention on food. You can pull people off of irrigation for now. Stick them on refining to keep the supply of cloth up, and herbalist huts, and medic and herbalist huts. We need to staff more herbs. All right, what's going on here? This is taking a long time. Like, it's really close to us, but it takes them so long. Like, what is he on about, you know? Traveling to a location. I mean, he's already here. I don't know. I guess we'll just wait. It's done that with the nuclear power plant too. It's like they showed up and then I guess they got to break into the place somehow and then go exploring in it. There shouldn't be any radiation down there, really, if you think about it, because that's the shelter that was built to like withstand, right? This is where we came from, kind of thing, right? It was built to withstand the nuclear, well, devastation of the world, so there shouldn't be any reason to like take protective gear down there. I'm worried that those explorers are gonna die before they get in there. All right, let's put all of our attention on meds for a bit. Herbalist and medic max out, and also I want to see whether or not we're collecting herbs. See, this is really slow. Get the herbs from here for now. And then, yeah, Forester's Lodge is cutting down those trees. Change you back over here. Actually, look at all this stuff to gather. I bet this is good for gathering. Like a gatherer's hut. Isn't there one over here? This is the herbal hut, but yeah, this is all the stuff that can be gathered here. Where's my gatherer? Wait, this is... Oh, these are 2 herbal huts. Oh. Okay. There's my gatherer's cabin. Yeah, there should be some, like all sorts of stuff over here. I'm just gonna go like this. About like that with it. And then gathering is, I'll get a good food source. We don't want to use... Let's not use the water, dude. No more irrigation. No more irrigation. We're sucking down too much water right now. We're at 5K water now. 4K water now? Hello? At least we got 2 uncontaminated rain seasons that should fill these all back up. But like, dude, that sucked down like 15,000 water in the last 3 or 4 seasons here. That's kind of wild. You know, we're filtering things, okay? I'm gonna turn... the season's almost over. Let it go. 4,500 water now. Population's getting back over near 200 again. This is what happens, though. Like, it surges up to like 200 something, and then a whole bunch of old people die. And then it surges up, and then the old people die. And it just keeps repeating that. It's not a steady growth. I'm not noticing steady growth from things. And I think it's just the way the game is designed, you know? They only have babies in these sturdy houses, and they live in families, and when the old people die and the kids grow up, they move into shelters and new people come in and take their place, but it seems to happen in giant waves, right? All of them die at once, and then all the people from the shelters form families and move into here, and then they all have kids again, and it's just like this generational boom in waves. All right, so we're kind of maxing out our attention to detail, our attention to water right now. We have as many water carriers as we can muster. We have all the wells manned. And we just need to make sure that our farms are constantly being worked as well. Man. The old age deaths. They're crazy. All right, so this season's going to be an uncontaminated rain season. So is the next one. It should fill all these up. And then hopefully our water collectors can all go ahead and get in there, bring it into the towers, process it, filter it, all that stuff. In the meantime, like, what is going on with this expedition? Like, you didn't pop anything up. You didn't pop any. Did it pop things up? I didn't see it. Did it pop something up here? I feel like there should be some sort of flashing thing. If it popped up here, it also times out and it goes away. It's like, why? I'm gonna forget about it. Chief, I think I came across the entrance to another end zone. The elders mentioned there were other end zones nearby, but apparently we lost contact with them long ago with communication systems broke down after the incident. The main gate still seems to be sealed shut. So if you want to send an expedition, make sure they bring all the right tools. We did already. Instruct. Okay, here we go. Irene says, We're here, Chief. This looks almost exactly like the Endzone we left behind to start anew. Can you still remember the tingling of sunlight on your face when we first opened that airlock and stepped outside? For a moment there, everything seemed so bright and promising. Anyway, a thought just crossed my mind. Maybe there are other survivors down there, people like us. Let's hurry up and get the main gate open so we can find out. Okay, well, we have all the necessary stuff, and we've got a lot of actions, so we should be ready to go here. What are our options? Well, I say we have two options. We could try the airlock just enough so we can squeeze through, or we could try fiddling around with the control panel box that controls the airlock. All right, so the main gate, let's give that main gate a shot. Probably won't be able to open it all the way. Or use the panel box, probably our best option. We have the technician badge, so let's go. Successfully opened. Ha! We need more of these technician guys, Chief. After fiddling around with the box for a while, a long while, my bad, there was a bang, and apparently short-circuited the thing. The main door opened up just enough so that we might be able to squeeze through. Cool. Well, we had to climb down the elevator shaft. Looks like the elevator's broken, though that's probably not the only thing not working down here. Lights are flickering, dirt everywhere, and stale air. What a letdown. Can't imagine anyone still lives here. Apart from that, it looks similar to our Endzone with a different floor layout. The hydroponic station should be on this level. Second sub-level ought to be living area and medical ward. Third sub-level, machinery and storage. Looks like all the other floors caved in. Damn it. Well, hydroponics sounds like seeds. So let's hit that right now. Judging by the stench, it must be in bad shape, but let's take a look. Our gatherers tell us we shouldn't give up hope. The stench doesn't mean it's a lost cause. We have educated gathering, so here we go. Expedition successfully completed your task. We have 3 settlers. There's 3 people down there. Oh my god, it smells awful in here. The water in the tanks is slimy and filled with algae, and a few plants are left. The few plants that are left are rotting away. No wonder, since only a few of the grow lights are still working, and the water pumps seem dead. On closer inspection, one of our experts noticed that these algae might be edible, and there are some mushrooms growing in a pile of compost. Almost looks like someone was still tending to this place, living on shrooms and green jelly. Can you imagine that, Chief? 3 people. Okay, we already did that. Let's go further down. Not sure if we really want to find out what awaits us on the second sub-level, but let's see. I think there are footprints on the stairs going down, Chief. Though it's hard to tell in this dim light. Might be from when people were still living here. The door down to the third sub-level seems locked. We could also check the medical ward or head down the corridor in the living area. Well, we're going to do everything, obviously. Medical ward seems cool. Hopefully there's some medical supplies there. I really hope so, because we got sick people. Our doc even identified some old compounds and liquids that we thought were garbage. That's big. That right there is really big. 12 cloth is good too. Hey, I just had the strangest deja vu. Felt like I've been in this exact same place before. Probably because it's so similar to our Endzone. Our old Endzone. Dude, there's no way you were alive then. I'm just saying. Guess they already used up most of their supplies, but we scraped together some remnants and cloth. Our doc even identified some old compounds and liquids that we thought were garbage. Awesome. So the white ones seem to be like really good ones. The old truck would have been better then. Let's see. Living quarters? Yeah, for sure. I think I just heard faint voices from the living quarters. 5 settlers, baby. And 6 more rations. Wait, does that mean we'd get more actions now? I mean, we'd have to pull them into our inventory to do that, right? I think. It'd be nice if you could just use them, right? But, oh well. Anyway, Irene says, you won't believe this, Chief. We found survivors. Their diet was based on mushrooms and algae, but their supplies were running low. Listen for yourself. I'll get their leader on the radio.
Hello? Can you hear me? My name is Charlotte. What a relief you people found us. Everything went south when our system started shutting down a couple of months ago. The ventilation, the electricity, our hydroponics culture system. We got ready to leave the end zone, but the main gate wouldn't budge. We didn't have any able-bodied technicians left. It didn't take long before people were starving. I gave up altogether. You guys are true saviors, the real thing.
Yep, we are. I know. Third sub-level. We can go down there if we want to now, too. We got like 8 people from this so far. That's cool. Third sub-level. Good thing we brought these handy-dandy tools because there's still heavy machinery around. Let's go. Got 3 more settlers. Looks like we lost 3 settlers, though. Oh my god, retching sound. A blast of disgustingly foul air hit us when we broke the door down. As we went further down, it became harder and harder to breathe. We held our breath and went on, only to find the decaying corpses in the machine room. They stored their dead in there. What a tragedy. I see. So that's it. That's the whole end zone. So we have 24 medicine, which we will absolutely take. All the cloth as well, all the mushrooms, and all of the expedition rations. And we have just enough capacity to take it all back with us. Yes, please loot and return. Safe trip home. Oh, I'm digging that. Yeah, because we have some sick people and stuff, so this medicine will be huge for us too. And we're also bringing back more people, which means we can assign more people to jobs. Gathering and fishing and water carrying and refining and more tailors or something. I don't know. We can do all sorts of things, man. More people is great as long as we can feed them, which is always the worry. Concern is always about whether or not you can feed them, which means we could start farming. I think we can farm over here though, because we've got this market. It's right here. We already are farming here, but I think if I get maybe some more housing right here and then some more farming right here, it might be, I don't know, as long as these farms are getting worked regularly, these plants should be good now. Like the peach seeds and stuff, these should be fully grown, and we should be getting like peaches 600 food every season, right? That's how that works. It's a lot of food as long as you have the farmers to work it. So I think I just keep pumping people into farming as a job. They're gonna get us more. Honestly, I feel like having all these people fishing, like the hunting, I don't think is even worth it anymore. Because if we can have the people just like farming the land, it's gonna be better, right? 600 food a season, 750 food a season. You know, it's gonna be better. Yeah, if you got people sick, you can hear them coughing. But they're bringing back those meds, which are so needed. 24 medicine, not just the herbs, the medicine. And if we can get that medicine brought to the hospitals, get people fixed up. That's lovely. 71 cloth now as our refiners are finally doing things again. And we got the cloths, we got the coal going too, so I should see radiation masks being made too. I'm hoping anyway. Our water supply has recovered. The expedition has returned. So hopefully that stuff gets distributed where it needs to. And to help that along, I think I'll put one more scout in, put 2 more logistics, and 1 more herbalist. We need to get lots of people on health stuff. Get all these people taken care of. We're actually out of tools now. We'll pull back on the refining just enough to where we can get technicians working on tools. And then we got a drought coming up. Isn't that something? But that's kind of, I don't know. Like, is this the finale? Like, do we just end the season here? I don't want to do like an abrupt ending, but what else is there left to do? You know? We get people fixed up and healthy. Okay, that's gonna happen. It's the same cycle right now of rain and then drought or whatever. We get about 200 population here. We get to survive past season 160. I think this is further than most players get. I mean, it's a fairly well done game. I like it. Obviously, we have some of the perks that some of the quirks and stuff that we've talked about before. You know, we've mentioned like certain things I wish would get fixed, but you know, that's just like my opinion, man. And like you just keep producing, and you just keep maybe growing, and you build more houses out here, and you build another cemetery, and then you build more food to accommodate more people, and then you build more houses, and then more food, and then more houses, and then more food, and then another water station. We have like little areas here where the water stations are here, and they just keep getting expanded. Right? We could just keep saying, okay, well, we got 108 plastic, so I want more water. I guess we'll just grab these rainwater collectors, and then we'll just pop more of them over here, as long as they fit, yeah. We just pop another one there and pop another one here, and then we come through the back and we can pop like another row of them back here if we want to as well. Go about like this. And then, another one off to this side and this side, and have even more rainwater collectors, which is, it's kind of free water, kind of. I guess you can't make a path through there? Really? Can you at least walk through there? You have to be able to walk through there. But yeah, that's kind of it. And then bam, just like that, dude, all the plastic is gone. Because it's all reserved for these, right? I had, 100-something plastic, so 24, 20. So I just consumed all the plastic for... So I would want to, I guess, pause this one and pause this one and pause this one just to make sure that these 3 get built. Actually, we have 4... Yeah, we have 4 of these worth of plastic in storage. So, we do that, and then we never have to worry about water ever again, right? Food supply is growing. Water supply is back up over 21K. All this stuff is constantly being made. We have extra settlers to, put into refining and all the things we need. Scrap collection. I think, I don't know what else to do with Endzone. I think this is it. This is the kind of thing you do with open-ended games like this, where there is really there's no real place where you can say, I've done it. But I think this is just as good as any other place to say, I've done it, right? And I think we have, I'm not sure why the solar collectors... Oh, I had it turned off. Solar collector will get built, and then we'll have, we have more than enough electronics to cover that, metal to cover that, scrap can be thrown into that. We have, we'll get wood, but, wood is a little easier to get. Just keep adding more foresters, really. Just kind of do that. So, anyway, I think this is going to call it good, guys. I think this is our finale of Endzone. I didn't know if it was going to be the finale when I started recording, but you guys will know because I'll put it in the title of the video so you know. But I really appreciate you hanging out with me and follow me along in this journey. There's a major update for this game coming this month in May. They're going to add new scenarios and things like that, so it might be worth trying those out. And again, links in the description. We'll tell you all the things you need to know about where to get the game and all the other social media links we have. Real quick shout out to all my patrons that are helping me get through the COVID times. And I appreciate you sticking with me. I'm actually surprised you are. Yeah, it's really humbling. Thank you very much for that support. I appreciate it. It helps me make more videos, helps me do them faster and more full-time. 2020 is a weird year to try the full-time game, but well, we're gonna keep pushing it, and I'm gonna keep sticking to it at least till the end of the year. So I appreciate all your support very much. Thank you so much. Check out the Twitch, check out the Twitter, check out the Discord. All the links in the description. My name is Charlie. This has been Endzone. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.